Yes.
All right, Brennan Taylor here, True School Sports. I'm with Kenny. How you doing?
I'm great. Did you say True School?
True School Sports.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. True School. Where'd you get that from?
I got it because I remember when I was coming up for a name, I was what website at the time.
Uh-huh.
Old, like I remember in hip hop songs I heard that term thrown around, so I looked it up on a dictionary. And True School is just a combination of old school and new school. And I always felt like even though I was young, I had, you know, I kind of had I looked at the world kind of more from like an old school perspective, but I was still living in this day and age. So.
Oh, I peeped that when I first met you. From the time I shook your hand, you had an old soul. I got that.
Yeah.
I got that vibe from you, that you're much more mature than your actual age. So I would have never guessed you're as young as you are.
Yeah, thank you.
I would have never guessed that.
Thank
That's
you.
a compliment, by the way. You're welcome.
As far as you right now, what's going on with Team Porter?
Right now, we're trying to get this kid by the name of Berto. You may know who he is. He fought Mayweather in Mayweather's last fight before Mayweather retired, and we're trying to get him to sign his contract to fight Shawn. He's come out publicly and said he doesn't know what we're talking about, and he doesn't have any idea of what it is that why we're suggesting that we fight him. But the truth of the matter is we both have the same advisor, so we're getting the same information, he's getting the same information we're getting, so there's no mistake there. He just chooses not to want to fight Shawn at this time. That's what it's at.
Yeah, you guys both waiting for a yes from the same guy, so I'm saying both of you have to get Al Heyman's approval.
No. Al, the approval's already there.
Sure.
What I'm saying is, it's no misunderstanding if you and I have the same boss.
Mm-hmm.
If we're working at the same job and we have the same boss, if you need confirmation, you just go knock on his door or call him up and say, hey, am I fighting such and such? Yes, you are. But in the public eye, this young man wants to say, I don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah.
That's exactly what we're talking about. But he's not in a hurry to jump in this ring with Shawn because he knows that it's going to be 15 rounds in 12. So he ain't ready for that.
Yeah, he don't want that.
No.
As far as Shawn, he's 29 years old right now. You think it's fair to say he's in the prime of his career right now?
I'm sorry?
Do you think it's fair to say that he's in the prime of
Yeah,
his career?
right now it's the prime. What he did against Keith Thurman, he had a great fight. I went back and looked it over myself. It took me about a week before I looked at it, but looking at that fight, I can only say this: if Keith had done to Shawn what Shawn did to Keith, there would have been no discrepancies, no dialogue, no people going back and forth about who won the fight. If Keith had Shawn on the ropes all night long, if Keith had out-jabbed Shawn, I think it was like 52-23 or something, there'd have been no dispute at all. But Keith being the champion, he got the decision, and we move forward. But yes, we are in the prime right now for Berto, and after that, coming back for Keith or the winner of Danny and Keith's fight.
Yeah. What do you feel like Shawn's improved on the most in the last couple of years?
What he's improved on?
Yeah, like as far as his skill set.
You know what? I would say the thing that stands out the most is that he's out-jabbed all the boxers that he's boxed. Compy box shows he landed more jabs than Keith, almost double, or right around double. The amount of jabs is Keith. He landed more jabs. He out-jabbed Devin Alexander. He out-jabbed Malignaggi. He out-jabbed Adrian Bronner. All of these guys are known for being good boxers, and he out-jabbed all these guys. So I would say that stands out. We are always trying to improve and evolve. So, I want to see better defense from him, which is something that I've been about so much so the other day that he wasn't giving me better defense. I said, get out of the ring. If I can't see better, get out of the ring.
That was that.
Yeah.
One thing I asked Shawn about earlier when I talked to him was when he was coming up, he sparred with Manny Pacquiao a lot.
Yes.
What do you remember about those sparring sessions and just how Manny and Shawn were going at it back then?
It was great. It was a lot of back and forth, and the back and forth that was going on with those guys was like fast chess. You know, fast chess. It was like boom, 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 boom. It was not one guy was dominating a round and then the other guy came back the next round. You know, it was more like one guy was landing a combination, another guy was coming back with a combination. One guy was throwing a combination, this guy was making him miss the combination, that guy made him miss the combination, he landed a punch, he made him miss a punch. It was just very, very, very exciting sparring sessions every day.
Fast-paced, I like how I like that term. It's like Shawn's always been someone who has an incredible work rate. Manny's someone who hits angles real quickly. So I could see why it'd be fast-paced chess.
Yeah, it was great. It was worth paying for. They got a standing ovation every time they sparred, and you know, Shawn was fired from that job because Shawn was just doing a little bit too good.
Yeah, that's how it works, right?
Yeah.
In the welterweight division, we have Keith Thurman, Manny Garcia, and then the Earl Spence Kell Brook fight was signed.
Mm-hmm.
What do you feel? How do you feel those fights are going to play out? Who do you think will win?
You know, my expectation that the Errol Spence fight has now been signed. I hope it's done. We never know in boxing, but my expectations are to be giving Errol a call here real soon, and I will actually be going to England. I expect Shawn to accompany us as well, because me and Errol talked about this probably 5-6 months back, that if the fight went to England, that I was going to travel over there with those guys. I work with Errol a lot in the amateurs. We went to Russia together. We went to Ukraine together. We worked for a year. We went to the World Championships in Azerbaijan, which sits on the Caspian Sea in between Iran and Iraq. Errol and I have done a lot of traveling together, so I'm going to go over there and support him any way I can. I expect Shawn to go as well. I expect Shawn to, I expect Errol to come out victorious in that fight. The other fight that you asking me about is Keith and Danny. I expect that after Keith made it through a life and death fight with Shawn, and he survived that, I expect him to be better prepared for this fight against Garcia, and I expect him to come out on top in that decision.
Okay, any message to the boxing world, people out there, fans of your son and yourself as well?
Hey, guys, push for these big fights. We want to be in all the big fights. You know, we want to fight all the big guys. It doesn't matter to us who, what, when, or where. You know, we're not the guys that want to sit around and watch other people fight. We want to be fighting 3, 4, 5 times a year. It just doesn't happen once you get to these levels. But if you guys and fans out there push for these big fights, we'll take these big fights. You know, the guys like Kell Brook we fought never even considered giving us a rematch. You know, guys like Adrian Bronner who we beat, we'd gladly give you a rematch. He has no interest in that. A guy like Berto doesn't want to take this fight right now, but you know, we're coming after you. We're hunting. We're coming after you. You know, I saw the video the other day. He said, reporters are thirsty. This is business. This is business. You said yourself, you got a phone call, and everybody in PBC is going to have to fight everybody. You know what actually you received was the phone call that said you had to fight Shawn Porter. That's what happened. So it has absolutely nothing to do with being thirsty. It's just business. It's nothing personal. We'd be cool after the fight, but let's get down. You know, he said he's gonna punch Shawn with his gloves off. Well, we might as well go ahead and get paid for that, Andre.
So there you have it. Kenny Boyd talking True School Sports today.
Thank you.